Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Series. Tonight we are heading to Singapore. See if we can continue our good form of all of one race. We had a really good result in Monza. Can we repeat that tonight? Probably not, but we'll give it a good go. So, yeah, our first podium of the season last night. We picked up some really good points. 20 points earned last night for second place with the fastest lap, and then a point for Embry for 10th as well. Bit of a shame for her race. Could potentially have been a little bit better. Didn't qualify well. Had a bad pit stop as well. And they all kind of just came against her a little bit at the end. She could have maybe got a little bit higher had the pit stop not been a problem. Had she qualified well, she could certainly have been up there on the podium as well. So, yeah, the car was good, and we were just so close to getting a win. Couldn't quite pull that one out, but who knows how we'll do at Singapore tonight. We have 6 days to go. We know the weather's going to be good. We checked that last night. So let's crack on and advance a little bit of time. We have a new ATR period. And we have no slots available for one more day. And then we're going to do another underfloor, because our current underfloor is terrible. Well, I say terrible. It's not great. All right, there we go. Team Hub refurb is done. That's now back to level 5. Front wing research is done. Underfloor research is done. So let's go ahead and start designing an improved underfloor. And we're going to drop all of the hours into this, because this is going to be our final upgrade. Just simply given how bad our underfloor is against the rest of the grid, we do kind of need to do this, unfortunately. Hoping to use these hours for an ATR, from the ATR for research, but needs must, unfortunately. Dirtier is going to get a nice bump already. Downforce is going to get some nice movement. Let's strip some weight out of this. Going to go all the way down on the durability on this. There we go. This is going to give us a really good step in our high speed, as well as our dirty air. We might even look at tweaking that a little bit more if we can. There we go. That's only 0.64. Yeah, okay. It's better for us to get the gains on the high speed. Let's bring that back to there, to its default position. Yeah, let's go with that. So, might rush this one just to get it on the car as quick as we can. So, Aston is probably the earliest we can get this one out. I rush this. I mean, I could potentially get it for Lusail. No, I couldn't. So we are looking at Aston. Now, these will take 7 to 8 days each to build. So that should give us a little bit of leeway to get 2 ready for Kota. There we go. It's a touch more expensive doing it this way, but it gets it done. So now we can do some more research, and we're going to do another front wing, because the front wing isn't amazing either. But this is primarily just to try and stomp next year's regulations if we can. Go. All right. So now we've got 15 days to go until the rear wing research is done and 26 days for the suspension. We have a staff issue. We are going to try and replace Andy Stevenson at the end of the season. So we're not going to do anything with that just yet. I've still got 6 million left. That's not enough to get the factory upgraded. Not quite. About 1 million short of where we need to be. So that's going to have to wait till after Singapore. There we go. So that is 2 suspensions that we rushed to get them ready for this race. Now we need to actually manufacture a couple normally. And I'm only putting them on car 1 tonight because I want to have a spare just in case. So each driver is going to have a spare suspension. And then come the next race, we should be able to have them both on the new one. Right, Grand Prix is tomorrow. Do I need any more parts? Let me have a look. Let's see. So, got 2 spare chassis, 3 spare front wings, 2 spare rear wings. Another side pod, another underfloor. Well, we can hold off on the underfloor now. We are making another 2 suspensions. Let's go ahead and do another side pod. So I think one of them's close to wearing out. And that should be good. Right, what do we have to do with our inbox? Reduce factory obligations. Hell yeah. Help speed up development or production a little bit. We will absolutely do that. Down to 5 million in the bank now. We check our operational facilities. Yeah, boardroom still just clinging on to its level 5 status there. That'll need a refurb probably after this Grand Prix, at some point between this and the next race, or if not between Singapore and between Suzuka and Qatar. Yeah, that's it. We are prepped. So let's take a look at the difference between the 2 cars with the difference in suspension. Definitely an improvement in downforce. Oh, a big step forward in brake cooling as well. At least in terms of the rankings. Not a massive jump forward though. 0.010 in low speed G. 0.004 in medium speed G. And 0.008 in the high speed. But we did gain a couple of percent, or nearly 2%, about 1.7% or so in brake cooling. So you can see just little movements can, in terms of the ranks, make a really big difference, but in reality, not that much. I mean, our car is reasonably well balanced. A little bit better in the high speed would be nice, but the new underfloor will fix that issue and give us hopefully much better balance across all of our cornering. It'd be nice to have improved the acceleration a little bit more as well, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not horrendous. Let's see how we're doing against the average. So we are down a little bit, a fair bit quicker though. We've got a DRS that's 3% better. We have a nice little step in the downforce stakes against the average, with the exception of the high speed. And we're right there in with the average in dirty air performance. and about 1% or so above brake cooling, 2.5%-ish over the engine cooling. Those numbers are obviously going to change. Let's take a look at the other competitors going into this Grand Prix. It's been a while since we've done that. How you doing, Dino? Good to see you tonight. We'll start with Ferrari. Numbers-wise, their downforce is not good in terms of the rankings. And they are actually quite a way off in the low speed, not quite so far off in the medium speed, and a fair way off in the high speed as well. They are actually looking a little rough in the downforce there. Not great speed either compared to us. Let's take a look, actually just check. Yeah, no, it's exactly the same between the two. Let's take a look at McLaren. McLaren had an off race last night, and yeah, they've slipped a little bit as well. Their acceleration is actually the worst on the grid. But again, it's not that far behind us, look. Their DRS is definitely worse, significantly worse. Their speed's not amazing. 0.5 kilometre an hour, that's a big difference. And their downforce numbers aren't great. Let's see Red Bull. Well, Red Bull haven't got the speed. I'm surprised by that. They have got the acceleration though. Look at that. That's a rocket ship acceleration, 1.890. Got a good 5% on them on the DRS. That's nice. Decent number in the low speed. A little bit less of an advantage in the medium. And down a little bit in the high speed. Yeah, they are definitely going to be the team to beat still. That acceleration will help so much around this particular circuit. Mercedes looked a bit quick last night. Pretty well balanced in downforce. Alpine were also quick, and you can see why. Look, top speed is third, and their downforce second, first, and first. Yeah, they've got a really good cornering setup there on their car, and it shows how far we are behind, and we are a long way behind in the high speed. Yeah. Okay. That's a good enough kind of look. Let's set some targets for tonight. I'm really not quite sure what to expect from this race. So we're going to err on the side of caution a little bit. The incentive is to get 2 into Q3. Obviously, we will try. The margin in terms of lap times should be a little bit bigger tonight. It's a very different characteristic of circuit, so might be a little easier to get both cars through. It's not going to be quite so fine margins when it comes to elimination. But we're going to play it safe here. We're going to go 2 in the top 12. Both cars into Q2. Let's see. Can I get both in the points tonight? I hope so. But again, we're just going to play it a little safe and go 2 in the top 12. Rather get some money than no money and actually have to pay out money if we mess up. If we can get both in the top 15 tonight, we will complete that streak. That's not really worth a huge amount of cash, but it all adds up. That's the big one. If we can make sure we qualify with both in the top 15, which we should be able to do quite comfortably, should being the operative word, we will get a cool 2 million for that. So keep our fingers crossed as we head to Marina Bay for the Singapore Grand Prix.
Our Formula One season continues here, in the Republic of Singapore. Singapore's Marina Bay is a floodlit extravaganza for the senses and a true test for F1 drivers. Cars are just inches away from the walls on this tight street circuit, and even at night, the air thrums with heat. The bumpy street surfaces here make this a challenging circuit for the drivers, and the humidity causes them to lose as much as 3 kilos over the course of a race. But it's also tough on the cars, with 23 corners to tackle each and every lap. Good low-speed downforce will make all the difference here. Exciting weekend ahead at Red Bull with a brand new driver on board of their car. Stay with us then as the weekend gets underway.
Putting Beganovic in again. I think there might be. We are again going to give Anne a run. We're going to go soft tyres for her. We'll go with the hard tyres for Donna. Let's see. I think 16 laps is all we need fuel-wise for here. And this is quite a high downforce setup, I think. So I'm going to go with 15. No, they've changed it a little bit, haven't they, with that? And let's go with a 14.5. And we'll go with an 8. And we'll leave everything else as is. Swap out the parts. And stick with that gearbox. Moving over to car number 2. Still got some life in that gearbox. There we go. Again, we're going to crank this up. We're going to go with a 9 and a 15 on this one. And again, we'll leave everything else as is. In fact, actually, I will move the roll bar. Go with an 8.2. And yeah, let's send them out.
It's just a radio check.
There we go. So, a little update on my personal circumstances. I am moving. Not very far, literally across the hall. I'm moving into a different room in the house. The room, in terms of size, is about the same, but has an attached bathroom. So that'll be good. It does mean I'm going to have to sacrifice some time I was planning on maybe streaming this weekend to disassemble some furniture and then move it and then reassemble it and start moving everything else across. And may have a couple of internet issues for a day or two as well. I'm hopeful that everything will be fine tomorrow. I am going to try, I think, potentially, and stream from the other room tomorrow. But if it's looking a bit iffy, then there may not be a stream tomorrow, and while I try and iron out any issues. If that is the case, then I will try and get some streaming done on Saturday instead. We'll have to see how it goes tomorrow. I may just not try streaming from the other room tomorrow and just stay here in my current room and stream from here tomorrow. just to make sure that, that the stream works.
How's the balance? How's balance?
Okay, 41% is not great. Pull her in. Let's see what Donna does. A lot of things wrong with this car. Question is, what needs to change and in what direction? All right, so the rear wing's not too far away. Front wing's way over. So we'll pull that back. I'm actually going to push that to... Yeah, we'll leave that on an 8.2. Let's go to a 15.5 on the rear wing. Even in tiny. Let's pull that back a bit more. And then we'll go to a 9.1. For now. It's too much. That's going to have to go like that, which means that's going to have to go... yeah, it can't be that. It's going to have to be a 14.5. That's the only way I can squeeze these all in. We'll give that a go. Oh, no, that's not going to work. That's too much off on the rear wing, which means push that up like that. I don't think that's enough on the toe, but we'll try it. We'll see how that works. Pretty sure that we're going to need more movement. Can't do it that way. So I'm going to have to do it like this. That's now too much. It's tricky. Trying to get this where I want it. Let's push that all up to L1. Let's go with that. There's Donna's feedback, and her car is also equally poor. Right, so that has to be a 15.5. The 8 might be right. 5.5 is definitely going to be wrong. We'll go to a 7.3. That definitely needs to go all the way up, and I'm going to need to pull that probably that way. Let's go with the 7.5, 15.5. I don't think that's enough on the roll bar. Let's go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. See how we do with that. big patch for Helldivers 2 earlier today, along with the new Warbond that went live a couple hours ago. So be sinking my teeth into that tonight. All right, we have feedback, 96 and 75. Ooh. Of course, they both crossed the line before I could stop them. So we've basically lost a lap of time there. So Donna just needs to tweak. We'll go with that. And is going to need a little bit more work, unfortunately. Let's have a look-see. Oh, wow, that rear wing is definitely the wrong way. Yeah, that should have been a 15.5. Let's push the front wing up to a 7.5. Pull that back to a 9.1. Let's go with a 7.15.5. And let's go like that. All right, let's see how much feedback we can get in before the session ends. We've got the car part knowledge for car 2 up as well. That's the new rear. Oh shit! What's she broken? Damn it! Oh, no, it's a chassis. It's not the new suspension. That's okay. I can cope with that. And we've got spare front wings. That's fine. We'll leave her out for the last 2 minutes. There's no point bringing her in. What I was going to say now. Yes, the new rear wing is now fully learnt by both cars. So the 15% difference is the new suspension that Donna is running tonight. And obviously, the more progress she makes on that over the next couple of sessions, the less work the pair of them are going to have to do to get the car back up to 100%.
That is the checkered flag.
In Suzuka, so when we slap the new suspension on Embry's car as well.
How are the tyres?
4 out of 5 on the feedback. Couldn't quite get them to 5, but that should hopefully give me some good information. They did put Bogdanovich in the car again. Two races in a row. Right, let's swap out the front wing. And down to one spare chassis now. ERS should still be fine. Let's check the feedback. It's close. It's very close. That might be it. That might be it. Let's see. We want to go for a good amount of laps. Let's go for 35 laps of fuel. Medium tyres. Embry will go mediums just while we try and finalise this setup here. Again, we're just off. Let's go with that.
Track is green, track is green.
I don't know how I sound tonight. Hopefully a little bit clearer than the last few streams. PlayStation 5 got a system software update today that improved the link connection, and there was an update for the headset as well. So, I don't know, maybe I sound a little different. I don't know. Evening, Wayne. Feedback is incoming. .96. Not where I need it to be. We'll let them run for about another 8 minutes or so, and then we'll call them in. Well, I'll call Donna in. Hopefully I don't need to call in Embry. .97. She's going to need a tweak. I sound the same. Okay. I didn't know if there would be an improvement or not. I do know that my friend in the States is going to be happy with the update, because he's been having all sorts of connectivity issues with his Pulse Explore earbuds and his PS5. The connection keeps dropping constantly, so that should hopefully improve that for him a little bit. They definitely needed a connectivity boost. Let's bring him in. Right, so where have we gone wrong? Alright, we're 3% away. Which means I'm going to have to tweak something. I think that might be a bit too much. We'll try that. I'm not convinced, but we'll try it. We'll take a load of fuel out, drop that down to 20 laps of fuel. we get the Mass Effect Citadel theme music playing in the background there. Okay, so this is going to have to be over there. That means that's going to have to go to there. Hopefully that will actually work. Again, we'll drop that down to about 20 laps of fuel. Dawn's going to get her feedback first, despite being a lap behind. Definitely got a better feedback rating with her engineer then.
Forward the cup.
Ah, perfect. There we go. 100%. So we can let that run now. Need to get Embry up to about 40% minimum on her track knowledge today.
Can I have an update, please?
5 gone backwards. I've got to let it stay out. Need to get that percentage up. And then she needs to basically run the entire session unbroken to get her track knowledge up. So we're going to have one chance to change the setup, see if it works. And if that doesn't work, we'll just have to either stick with it or gamble on an untested setup for quali. Both cars will make it through. We're going to go with soft tyres. We're going to go for 28 laps of fuel. Still need to find just under 30% track knowledge there. Hard tyres here for Embry. She's going to run the whole session. That hasn't worked. Let me go with that. See, will that do what we need it to? I hope so.
Track should be green now.
Embry is going to be so much slower. There we go, 3 seconds a lap slower. Gearbox is in slightly worse condition, I think. She's got a full tank of fuel to run the entire session, and she's on hard tyres against soft tyres as well. So, no surprise that she's so much slower. knocking that feedback out for us, though. 3 out of 5 already, about to go 4.
How's the balance, mate?
Boom. Nailed it. And there we go, Donna is done. We'll call her in. To myself because I'm trying really hard not to sneeze. Picked up a lot of dust moving stuff around today. Oh, VSC. It's not Embry, I don't think.
Other people are hitting the walls. Be careful of debris.
No, she's good. Giovinazzi is out.
VSC deployed. Drives with Delta. VSC ending.
Almost there. There we go. In lap, we'll get her to 100. Perfect. So now comes the tricky bit. Qualifying.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
There are 3 periods of qualifying ahead of the drivers now. Remember, only the fastest 10 will make it through to Q3 for a shot at pole position. I'll say this, it's always a pleasure seeing a confident driver take to the track. Being in the right frame of mind is a real advantage.
Buckle up then, folks. It's almost time for qualifying.
Not shit talking us for once. Must be doing something right. No. Oh wait, this is quali, isn't it? I don't want to swap too many parts unnecessarily, so I'm going to have to change the gearbox as well. Even though that could survive. Yeah, there we go. All right. We are good to go. Set them out.
Track should be green.
Really slow out of the pit box there for Donna.
We stick to the plan.
You can bring the tyre in.
So Donna should theoretically be a little bit quicker. Obviously she has the better braking. Better cornering. Braking's pretty similar. And she's got the new suspension, which will give her a bit of an edge in terms of cornering. Which is why I've got her out first. Embry will end up beating her because of the slipstream. And then we'll swap them round for a second run if we need to. We might be quick enough to just do the one run, although somehow I doubt that. We may end up giving a little bit of a tow to that Haas as well. It's Porsche. That is something I would prefer not to do, given we are hunting them down in the constructors, but he's going to get the tow.
Track is clear. Charge your flask corner.
Track clear.
Albeit a distant one. If Donna's quick enough, and with Embry tucked up behind her, we might actually be able to pull away from Porsche. Let's see, 2/10 the difference, just under 2/10 in the first sector. Very close in the middle sector. 17 thousandths. Porsche got a purple middle sector. So he is still close enough.
Stay close to the reference. Pierre John in box.
23.8 and a 23.8. So again, very close.
Drive to the Delta.
Porsche has dropped in 2/10 behind Embry. Donna is... No, wait. A 10th behind Embry. And we are 2/10 behind Porsche. A lot quicker than Norris, though. A lot quicker than Norris. So Porsche definitely benefited from the slipstream from us there, because you look at the difference between his time and Maloney's time, that's substantial. That's really substantial. We can afford to sit and wait a little while before we go out again. See what kind of other times get posted. We'll prep them. I think Embry's safe, but I'm not so sure about Donna. Now is a good time to go. So hopefully we'll get the whole track to ourselves for this lap. Don't want to worry about the Ferraris, they're not going to get in the way. They're finishing their flying laps now.
So focus on braking, on tires.
And Hajar in front is on a flying lap. Might be an issue. Magnussen won't be. He's on an in lap. Stroll won't be in the way either. He's far enough ahead, I think, for us to not catch him. And that's a good, solid gap that we've got between the two of them here. This should work out very nicely for Donna. She's slipped down to 13th, so she is definitely not safe. Do need an improvement here.
And there'll be no one ahead.
A couple of cars coming out. We should hopefully beat them into turn one.
Big gap, big gap. Charge your place corner.
Yes, we do. So whereas last night I was very confident we would have the pace to challenge for a podium, and in the end we almost got the win, tonight I am less confident about our ability to do that, but I do think we can score points tonight. Not many, but any points we do earn is definitely welcome. We may potentially outperform the car again, or outperform the race pace of our drivers in qualifying. Embry has found an improvement in the middle. This should be a solid final sector for Donna here. If this doesn't get us safe, nothing will. Evening, Cloud. How did Monza go? You fell asleep? It was a really close finish in the end. We missed out just on getting the win. Second place, though. There we go. Donna has gone top.
Okay,
Embry is going to be safe with that time, even though she didn't improve, I don't think. Job done. We are through to Q2. So, who is at risk? Stroll is through for now, but he's only 2/10 away from being eliminated. And there are other cars, a lot of other cars behind that can improve. Hajar still in the pits. I don't know if he's going to come out. Maloney is on an in lap, so he is out. Ocon might have a little bit of traffic here. Alpine might get in the way. No, it pulled over for him. Hajar has left the pits, should get round in time, so he will have one more crack at it. So the only one we know for sure is out now is Maloney. He's not going to have time to get back out again. You hope I win tonight's race. So do I, but I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. There is Ocon out in Q1. So McLaren's woes continue. Norris not amazingly safe at the moment, just starting his flying lap. There's Magnussen about halfway round. Giovinazzi's just started his flying lap. Sainz just started. Tsunoda, Norris just started. Schumacher is coming up. So Stroll, Behrman, Zhou, Porsche, all on in-laps. They have not improved enough. They could be vulnerable, but still 1, 2, 3, 4. Tsunoda does not improve. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars that could improve. So that means Stroll and Behrman and Schumacher are vulnerable because Schumacher has not improved. Sainz is okay at the moment. Thought I saw somebody jump up a place. I'm not sure who it was. Could it have been Albon? It might have been Albon. Jumping all the way up to 4th place. Schumacher gets knocked down another place. And again. So it's now down to Norris has not improved. He's at risk. All down to whether Isaac can improve here. And he's got traffic. Is that going to slow him up? It might do. It's the final couple of corners. And Hajar is out. Norris sneaks through by the skin of his teeth.
Through to Q3. Good work, mate.
So we're losing Tsunoda, Hajar, Ocon, Magnussen and Maloney. Alright, into Q2. We will run the old tyres again. This time, we'll go with a 2-lap run. While their tyres have got some life left, and then we'll have to probably do 2 laps or 1 lap behind another car for the final runs. Yeah, there we go. And again, look, see how slow she is getting out of the garage there. That's strange, very strange. But we are jumping out behind Ollie Behrman here. And Leclerc is exiting early as well.
Focus on tires and brakes.
You can bring the tyre in.
This could actually work out quite nicely. I think we're close enough to get a bit of a tow from the back of Behrman. And Embry, if anything, is probably a little bit too close to the back of Donna. First of the Ferraris is on track now as well. George Russell just exiting the pits. Heading into turn 4. Or is that turn 5? Technically it could be turn 5. Who else is out? Sainz is also out. Okay. We start winding up. There has been a little stretching of the gap between the two cars. That's good.
Shouldn't be anyone
That will
in
give
front of the
Embry
back
a little
front.
bit more room to close up in these long straight sections. As Porsche makes his way out of the pits now. I think we might be just a little bit too far behind Ollie. I mean, we're going to switch them over at the end of this lap anyway, before we go again, so not overly concerned. Yeah, Ollie was quicker than Donna in that first sector. Someone's gone quicker than us, probably Leclerc. Behrman quicker than both of us in the middle sector. Looks like our tyres might be giving up a little. Given their wear rate, probably not that surprising. There we go, the old switcheroo. Evening, Army. Been a little while since I've seen you. How far off Behrman are we? 2/10. From Donna to Embry. Embry is 2/10 to Behrman.
Position is good.
Donna's probably a little bit too close here. Oh, yeah, she's definitely too close. She's right on the gearbox. Has improved in the first sector. Neither time is particularly good. You can see Embry is just pretty much a second off the pace. How are we that far off? I didn't think we were that far off. We're 0.8 of a second slower than Bearman. I thought we were only 0.2 slower.
We're currently 11th.
Yeah, not great times. Gonna have to go again, but then we knew that anyway. At least we have been able to build the confidence up a bit. It's not quite as high as I was hoping. Let's get them back to the pits. Gonna go one lap and hope that we can do a good job. Get out behind a quick car. Just got to be mindful of the fact that we'll be at the mercy of the traffic by doing this. No! Damn it. Donna's out perfectly, but yeah. Bugger. Embry got out too soon, so we're going to abort her lap. And hope that Donna can hang on to the back of Leclerc here.
On your way out.
How to fly it. Yeah, he's been popping in some very, very quick times in qualifying. Although I don't know if that is pure pace. That might be DRS, sorry, slipstream affected there. At least the tyres are nice and warm.
You're good to push.
There we go. Just managed to close that gap to Leclerc just a tiny little bit. And that should hopefully make all the difference. Operation Get Behind the Red Bull Mark II. Right, we still didn't go purple in the first sector, so we're probably not quite close enough. Let's see how we do in the middle sector. We should still get enough of an improvement to get through, even if we don't necessarily go purple here. I hope, anyway. Famous last words. Come on, Donna. Up to 4th. Still a way off.
Ciao, John. Just manage your tires, please.
I don't think I need to do anything here with Embry. She is a little bit closer.
And track is now clear.
Oh wow, I just realised how much quicker Leclerc went. That is very quick. 125.6. Albon got a very nice slipstream from the back of somebody there. Yeah, he was the one who was slipstreaming Zhou. He then went past him on the line. So that's a huge slipstream for Albon. That gets him all the way up into 3rd. Is Donna going to be safe? What is Embry doing? Who's leading the championship? Max. And Max. Yeah, Red Bull miles ahead of everybody else at the moment. So this could be a strong final sector here for Donna. Look how close she's got. Not Donna, sorry, Embry. She goes 2nd. Donna's in 7th. Still plenty of cars looking to improve, though. Piastri tucked up behind Norris. So that's going to eliminate Norris, I would imagine. Stroll crosses the line and is out. Sainz is out. Schumacher is tucked up behind Pourchaire. This could end badly for one, if not both of them. They're going to fight each other at the end of the sector here. Here comes Norris and Piastri. Piastri improves and knocks out Norris, who just made it through. Schumacher improves. Pourchaire does not. We've got both cars through. Behrman is out. Norris is out. Stroll is out. Pourchaire and Sainz also out as well. So once again, it's great to have the Haas eliminated in 15th with Maloney last. We really want to score as many points over Haas as we can tonight. Closing that gap to them in 8th. Right, let's see. I'm going to do a lap on these tyres and then a lap on new tyres. And we're going to try and tuck out behind someone else on both runs. If we can.
Track is green, track is green.
Perfect. Nice and close to George. Nicely done, George. Nicely done.
You can bring the tyre in.
Okay, and we need to wake up the brakes now.
Yes, it's not been a strong season for us. I mean, we're good with the board right now, but we are way below our targets. The drivers have sadly let us down on a number of occasions. Not really through mistakes, more just through their inability to drive in the wet, or the changing conditions between dry and wet and inters and full wets. Those conditions have absolutely killed them this year. Something to think about as well for all you budding strategists out there. Sometimes going out behind the quickest car is not always the right choice. Sometimes going out behind a car that's a little bit slower is the right choice, because you can stay with them easier and get more of the benefit of that slipstream. Whereas with a quick car, sometimes they just pull away from you and you lose the slipstream's effectiveness or lose it entirely. It's why I jumped on the opportunity to get out behind George here, because I figured we should be able to keep pace with him
We have a big gap in front of
enough to get both cars and a successful tow here. Oh, we've got some traffic. Don't know if George was held up at all there. We got through okay. Would like to be a little bit closer. But we did go quicker than George in the first sector with both kills there. Where's Leclerc on? Cloud, if Red Bull have got Max and Norris. Oh, of course, yeah, you signed him, didn't you? I forgot. Okay, both drivers into peak confidence and substantially quicker than George. 125.7, that's seriously quick. That's only a tenth slower than Max went. Not Max, sorry, Charles went
And that's currently
in the last session.
Charger in box.
And no one else looks to be in a slipstream situation. Everyone's running in clean air. Look, Albon might, if he's lucky, get a little bit of a slipstream off the back of Max, but we'll see. Piastri goes into third. Now Albon goes above George. There's definitely room for improvement with Embry as well. She can go quicker with the right slipstream. Schumacher in fifth. We are still occupying the front row at the moment, although I think that's about to change as the first Red Bull's coming up the line. Giovinazzi's seventh. Leclerc's only seventh. Wow. Could we actually hold on to the, as we get pulled over from the traffic there, that's Zhou going through. Could we actually hold the front line here? See if Zhou can throw out another flyer. Evening, Victor. Where is Zhou? Zhou's sixth, so it's down to Max to see if he can take the front row away from us for now. No, he can't. Ooh. I like it. Oh, can you imagine a front row lockout at this track and be able to try and control the pace of the Grand Prix? That'd be incredible. Plus, we'll get that bonus point if we can get the pole position. We haven't done it yet. We just missed out at Monza on the bonus point. Got a real chance of getting it tonight, though. This time I am going to go out behind Leclerc. Oh, again, that really slow exit. Damn it, Donna.
Wake up those bikes.
Right, I don't know where I need to go early on this track, so I can put her into manual control at just the right time, I hope. My biggest worry is that we may potentially get traffic that we have to deal with.
We need to push.
I managed to stretch the gap between our two drivers a little bit. That should give Embry a better slipstream. I don't think I got close enough to Max, so I was a little bit slow hitting the button. But we got out before the traffic. The only car that might be an issue is Joe. And hopefully he won't be. And again, no one else is running a slipstream at the moment. So at the very least, even if we can't improve Donna's time, which we're not doing at the moment, Embry's close enough to get a slipstream which could potentially put her quicker than Donna. And hopefully that way we can hold off the Red Bulls. Because Leclerc is going to improve on this lap, I have no doubt about that. She has gone purple in the middle. Leclerc goes second, and we punch ahead a little bit further with Embry there. That's perfect. Now we just got to hope that no one is quicker than Donna, who ironically is the same distance ahead of Leclerc as she is behind Embry. And this is interesting. We're going side by side. If Leclerc doesn't give up and tuck in behind, or if we don't give up and tuck in behind him, we could royally fuck up anybody on a hot lap behind us. And I am looking at Giovinazzi because I think he is the car that's coming up behind us. It is Giovinazzi. We might fuck his lap up something rotten here. Oh, I don't know. Well, we still might. Even now that we've tucked in. So, who do we need to watch? Max is there. Piastri has just started. Joe is just starting his flying lap. Giovinazzi first. Oh no, the Joe was just finishing his flying lap and he does not improve. He stays in 8th. Giovinazzi can pull off a blinder of a lap here. It'll be against all odds. He doesn't improve, so it's down to Oscar and Max. Max is obviously the danger man. And he's only good enough for 4th. We've locked out the front row. In fact, no, look at that. Leclerc set an identical time to Donna, but because she set hers first, she got 2nd. I didn't even think about that. We were looking at leader, not interval. Wow. What a tight session that was. Still waiting on Schumacher, actually. I think he's on an in-lap. Yeah, he's on an in-lap. So that's it. That is your top 10 order. We've locked out the front row. And we'll get the bonus point with Embry there for pole position. Ahead of the 2 Red Bulls. Albon all the way up in 5th ahead of Mick. And Oscar, Joe, Russell and Giovinazzi. Very interesting looking top 10 there.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
The walls around Singapore force the cars close together, and even the best can waver in the tight spaces. Back in 2011, we saw Lewis Hamilton clip Felipe Massa as the two battled it out. There were certainly some words exchanged after that one, as I'm sure you recall.
Now, Karun, how do you think Aston Martin's driver is going to be feeling ahead of this race?
I think it's really great to see them performing at this level, well above what we'd expected. They must be feeling good.
We should see some fascinating strategies applied today here at the Singapore Grand Prix.
Okay, so we are going to go for a 2-stop, but I'm going to go medium, soft, I think. So that I've got a little bit more rubber to play about with. Hopefully we'll have the pace at the start. I'm going to put 1 extra lap of fuel in and we'll burn that off pretty quickly, I believe. We're going to go full push to start with and just hope that no one right behind us is on softs. Oh god, could we do the impossible here and beat Red Bull? Let's find out and send them to the grid.
Final checks are being carried out on the grid, and it won't be long until we get underway. The focus for many in this race will be on the Aston Martin driver.
They're on pole, and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
Here we go. It's time to go racing. We're just moments away.
Right, mediums on the Red Bulls. That's good. That medium's pretty much all the way down the grid, I think.
Out, and away we go.
We are not going to push the overtaking, and we're not going to turn the defending off. Yeah, everybody but Porsche is on mediums. So we're probably going to see a lot of cars go medium, soft, soft. Or maybe some go medium, hard. Porsche is almost certainly going to two-stop, go soft, soft, medium, or soft, medium, soft.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Do not fight.
So recharge on.
I'm going to push the tyres like crazy for the full 2, maybe 3 laps. Turn the battery on probably halfway around lap 2. Depending on how threatening Leclerc looks. We've already gapped Max to the point where he's almost out of DRS before it even switches on. That will change. He will come back at us pretty quickly. It's obviously playing possum a little bit on that first lap. I think, if I'm right, our drivers did have a media appearance today, which means their control ratings will suffer. This is why I'm not letting them fight, and I'm not going on high overtakes. I want to minimise the risk of them doing something stupid. That's why I also want to turn the tyres down sooner rather than later.
And overtake is available.
DRS enabled. That's currently P2. Overtake available.
I'm going to keep Donna's battery in reserve if I can, because she's in the DRS. I'll just keep her on battle assist. Start to drop her tyres down now. Leave Embry to push a little bit harder for a little bit longer.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Oh, and Albon having a look at Max.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
And there we go. Now, we wait to see if we've done the right thing. a little bit too big.
Okay, mate, that is the fastest lap.
There we go.
Charge on. Need to drop the pace.
Let's see if we can burn out Leclerc's tyres. At the moment, we have pushed a bit harder.
Drop down the pace now.
No need to push the tyres.
He's going to go for it.
We have margin to push a bit more.
Recharge on. Overtake is available.
Albon is through. Got in front of Max.
And recharge on is okay, please.
How long can we control this race? Ah, damn it.
Keep pushing.
Leclerc is pushing hard. All right. We'll stay tucked up behind him then. If he tries to break away, I've got plenty of battery to go with him. Which he is trying to do.
Overtake available.
He has done.
Okay, you can pick up the pace.
Can use overtake.
Albon is pushing on us now as well. all of a sudden, we're getting picked off.
Back in the rhythm.
And Leclerc was bolted. I really don't want to have to push the tyres to go after him. But if he keeps this kind of pace up, I might have to.
And recharge on.
Look at that, Schumacher is having a look. Can't quite complete that move. They are still losing time. Now we're closing him back up. Just pulling away from Albon again. Did we break the DRS? It's going to be very tight. I think he might have just snuck it. No, he didn't. He did not get it. And we've actually lost time again. Wow, another 3/10.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
I would take.
Yeah, battery soon. Almost got back into range though.
We can still do it.
That is it. I'm out of battery.
Charge on. Reminder on the battery. Need to drop the pace.
And recharge on, recharge on. Let's have recharge on then, please.
Charge on. Charge on for now.
And recharge on now is okay.
Yeah, we're into that phase of the Grand Prix now where it's just about making sure we don't get dropped and we stay with the front runners and see what happens with tyre strategies.
Okay, charge on.
That spare fuel we had is almost gone. We can push on a little bit further, but not for too much longer.
Okay, focus on recharge.
To Just be careful with this tyre.
I should have enough battery to just sit like this now, not worry too much about going into harvest mode. As long as we don't get dropped through the corners, because that's where we're going to lose a lot of pace running like this. And Embry is coming under pressure from cars behind now, so I can't do that with her.
Time to push on these tyres.
Otherwise she will lose the back of Alex Albon.
Overtake is available. Let the tyres come back to you. Save as much fuel.
Alright, we put Albon under a little bit of pressure there, which dropped him back away from Donna. Stopped him closing in on that DRS. And now we have to watch out for Max, who's going to have a look on the braking hit. It just wasn't close enough.
Ciao John.
It's nice that both of our cars are up in the top areas of the points right now. Far cry from last night. Can we get back past Max? No.
Ciao John.
Confidence is still pretty good though. Slightly down on where she started. Donna in peak confidence at the moment. Keeping Leclerc honest. Albon has closed that gap. And I'm okay with that. The last thing I want is for Max to get an easy overtake on Albon and then cruise right up to the back of Donna and put her under pressure. Better to keep Albon in the train now if we can. Max has pushed his tyres a bit hard, as has Oscar, as he usually does. Oh, someone's in the wall. It's not us. It's a safety car. Now, this makes things interesting. We have to box. question is, can I stretch these tyres enough, or should I go onto a set of hards? I don't know if I'll have the pace on hards. That's 9 seconds slower, but I can protect the tyres. Protect the tyres, though I can't really attack later on. So I think it's better to just lose those extra couple of seconds on the predicted time. Go onto the hard tyres. We can always switch again if there's another safety car and go soft towards the end. So we'll go with that. And we'll do the same with Embry. There we go. It is a full safety car. So let's get those batteries recharged. Save some extra fuel. That'll help because of our lack of pace on the hards. Having the extra fuel to push will be good. And let's see if anyone else follows suit. Porsche is almost certainly going to box. It's Norris who's out. Behrman is in trouble as well. I think Norris is out permanently. Behrman might be able to go again. We shall see. Porsche is going to box, I think, with his tyres like that. We may see movement from Oscar and Max. We may also see movement from Russell and Giovinazzi. And obviously Behrman is going to box if he can get going again.
2 secs. There's been a crash.
Nope, Norris is on fire and Behrman is out as well. So, yeah. No pit stop for Behrman then.
Safety car. And keep following the reference.
So, who else is going to box? Oh, I missed the replay. I wasn't even thinking. I missed the replay. Yeah, there we go. Pit stops are plenty. God, the whole grid's coming in. Oh, this could be interesting. We could get screwed. We could do okay. We've got a little bit of a gap between our cars. Red Bull are really going to struggle. Potentially with their second car. Yes, right in front of Leclerc. No. Okay, there we go. Damn it. So we've lost another place with Embry, but Donna has the lead. Everyone else has gone hard tyres as well, by the look of it. And Albon has gone in front of Leclerc as well. So, yeah, not great for Leclerc. Max pretty much held position, I think. Schumacher obviously gone in front of us. Who else got caught up in that?
Battery is good.
I'm sure there was someone else who was up in this early group that's lost out. Not sure. on lap 14. So it took us about 13 laps to burn off 1.5 kilos of fuel. So we can afford to go to about 3 kilos without too much of an issue. I wonder if anyone's going to try and take these tyres to the end. We've seen it before at some tracks. It's not impossible that someone will think of doing that. It won't be Oscar. Oscar always burns his tyres up. But drivers like Gasly. Gasly's not on the grid, is he? I forgot. He got dropped and wasn't picked up by anybody. Who else is going to be good at looking after their tyres? Max, potentially. Maybe Leclerc. Maybe George. George is usually pretty good at looking after his tyres when the mood takes him. Sometimes he will push very, very hard. Ocon is another one who's very good at tyre saving. Not sure if anyone else could pull off the one stop. And even trying to pull the one stop off is a big risk. Donna's tyres cooking behind the safety car.
Cool the car.
Avoid high-risk curbs while we're behind the safety car as well. Let's try and save a little bit of extra wear on the car. There's no point hitting those curbs at these speeds. Hopefully the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. Yeah, Embry can't drive in clean air because she's got to stay behind the safety car. Not Embry, sorry, Donna. So I may as well turn that off. So you can see us giving the curbs a bit of a wide berth there. Not so for the cars in front of us. And Embry's tyre temps have gone down by 3 degrees while we've been doing this. They were 106.
Safety car in this lap. Get ready. Push hard, push hard.
And you can push. And overtake is available.
Donna's off like a whippet. Look at that. She's got a second on Albon already. Now Albon's responding, pushing his tyres as well as his battery. But a really good restart for Donna there. Oh, sneaky.
Time to push on these tyres.
That's a
Okay,
pain.
pick up the pace. Manage your tyres.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
Charge on, charge on.
Albon jumps into the lead. All right, well, we'll let him have that.
Only can use the deploy.
They can see everyone else is pushing harder. I wonder if they're going to go to mediums. DRS not active till the next lap.
Let's go for a push.
And recharge on is okay, please. And DRS is enabled. Can use overtake. Recharge on. No need to push the tyres.
Charge on.
Back to playing the patient game again. front six, not including Donna, have definitely pushed their tyres harder. Embry has lost the DRS, and through goes Giovinazzi.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Now Leclerc is looking feisty. Max might lose the DRS here, might come under pressure from Schumacher. Schumacher not quite really close enough to do much, but he'll get a little bit of a gain here. Donna, nope, not going to be able to fight that one off.
You look after the tires.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Leclerc's just bolted straight through past Albon. He is very quick this weekend. Oh, we missed the DRS again. Now Stroll's going to have a look at us.
Overtake.
Can't afford to keep dropping place. I have dropped the place. Damn it.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Yet her confidence has not been knocked that badly.
Recharge on.
And we just lost the DRS to the back of Albon, so Max is going to get through as well. Not ideal. We might hold him back. We have held him back, but we've lost a lot of time in the process. I still want to make sure that we have that tyre advantage. Definitely got it over the front three, including Max. Not so much over the rest of the field. Going to get dropped again.
Overtake is available.
Surely Max will get us this time. Yep, there he goes. Donna's still above her starting level of confidence though. Embry's back in range, which has killed her battery.
Recharge on.
You're good to push. We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can.
And we can recharge on.
Now we're just going to have to sit for, like this for a couple of laps, I think, just to stabilise the gaps. Embry in ninth is honestly where I thought we'd be aiming for tonight. So I'm not massively disappointed by the fact that she's there at this moment. We have, as I say, got a little bit of tyre wear in our pocket, not a massive amount. Donna up in fourth though. Definitely going to be very, very useful. Let's just give a little bit more tyre. This Giovinazzi is going a bit too quick. Evening, Harvey. What have you missed? An early safety car. After just 13 laps, Norris and Behrman having a coming together. I didn't see who was at fault because I missed it, but Norris got the penalty, so you would have to assume it was him. And everybody, and I do mean everybody, dived in and slapped on a set of hards. I thought we might only see a few other cars do it. The entire grid all came in at the same time. Donna did quite well in the pits. Embry did lose a couple of places. But we were running reasonably well in the first stint.
John.
And right now, I'm just looking at getting some battery back into Donna, and continuing to save her tyres. Embry's caught back up, so I can put her back into a tyre save now. I have the feeling, especially with the way that some of these guys have been pushing, that they're going to go onto a set of mediums to finish this race. I want to try and hold for the softs, because they will be quicker. But to do that, I need to build up enough of a tyre wear advantage that I can be competitive when they're starting to struggle. Which is why we're not really attacking anybody at the moment. We're just sitting back, waiting. Trouble is, if I leave it too long, Leclerc's just going to go and be well beyond our reach. Max is not closing in like I thought he would. And Albon is sticking to him like glue at the moment. Good for Alex. See where a Haas, 18th and 14th, that's excellent. Once again, they are way off the points.
You can consider a little bit of anti-deploy where you can.
If you can, push.
And you can pick up the pace.
Yeah, the front three, I think, might be thinking about mediums.
Just manage your tires, please.
It also depends whether or not they've actually got another set of softs, or whether they used them all in qualifying. If they don't have any new softs left, they might force them onto a set of mediums. But then again, it depends if they've got an extra set of mediums. Almost the entire grid, let's not forget, started on mediums. They might have to go softs. In which case, that will be really good for us, because they will be grip limited a lot earlier than we will.
You can keep the pace up on these compounds.
Max is still losing time to the front two.
we have to protect those tires.
And recharge on, recharge on.
As Piastri gets past Schumacher. If we can score more points than AlphaTauri tonight, that would be good as well. They're another one of the teams that we're fighting against. Left didn't harvest for too long. I'm going to end up losing out to Sainz. That was stupid. Too busy paying attention to Donna. Not enough time on that Embry. So we'll tuck in.
Need to push the tyres.
Get the DRS and do some charging instead and some higher saving.
Let's get back in the rhythm.
We've got a gap to Zhou, so that's good.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Evening, Anthony.
You can push in tires. We're good on tires.
How did you do in Singapore? I can't remember. Seventh and 11th. Season 1 McLaren, that's good on hard difficulty. Oh wow, Yuki's just come from nowhere and nailed us. Wow. Did not see that one coming. He's straight onto the back of the train as well.
Recharge on.
Yeah, look at that, fastest lap. No wonder he caught us so quickly. Caught me completely unawares there.
And recharge on is okay, please.
He's got really good tyres as well. I think I'm going to have to turn the tyres up for Embry or else she's going to get dropped.
Push on these tyres.
Might have to use some of that battery we've just put in her car as well. Save a little bit more tyre again with Donna. Front three are pushing hard. And I am going to have to deploy.
And overtake is available.
Getting very busy in front of Donna. In front of Embry. Sonoda, Sainz, Stroll and Giovinazzi all very close to each other. I've got Zhou hunting me down now. I'm going to have to push.
Stay close.
Russell looks to make a move. Did he get him? Nope, he did not.
And recharge on.
Donna just tire saving like a demon at the moment.
We want to manage
I
our
think
tyre budget.
I'm going to try and break away from Max on this lap because he is not lapping quick enough. And my battery is full.
Allez vieux, in your race now. Let's try to take opportunity. On click overtake this. Cool the car.
Oh, moving under braking. That is dirty. We've been dropped. Brutally been dropped. All right, let's mix it up. Let's switch the strategy for Embry.
Battery is high. Charge on.
And now Max is pushing to try and break away from me because I tried to push on him
Let's try to get him.
to allow Piastri to get close.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on hold available.
I'm amazed Piastri's tyres are as good as they are when you compare them to the front three. Alright, this lap, I'm going to get you this lap.
Okay, keep cooling the car now.
Gotcha.
We're happy to stay where we are.
And I break Max before the end of the lap. It's going to be tight. Might just do it. And then that gives me a lap of just pushing flat out to try and clear him properly. Embry seems to be edging away from Zhou, but is not really closing in on the cars behind. In front, sorry. And Donna just back on the edge of peak confidence again. Getting that gap down. Stretching the lead over Max. A little bit here, a little bit there.
Charles John and box now.
Right, back to Embry. Still not closing in quick enough. We are going to go mediums. We're going to have to push these tyres even harder. You've got confidence with Norris now to do short stints to gain the undercut. Yeah. Norris has really good tyre saving as well, so if you do need to run a little longer on the middle stint, if you're doing a two-stop, then that is definitely an option, a viable option. How are we doing with Donna's tyre wear? She's still just above the line, so I can continue to push those tyres.
You're good to push.
Got a big grip advantage. Hopefully that will translate into some quicker pace. I'm losing ground still. The car's in front here with Embry. Didn't really want to have to burn the battery, but I'm going to have to.
Press overtake.
Russell's got past Show now. That spare fuel's almost gone again. Burnt off quicker than I was expecting. Burnt off 3 kilos in 21 laps.
We can still do it.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Hurting for acceleration. Some of these slower corners. That's why I keep getting dropped.
So recharge on. Can we have a recharge on, please?
Still not closing in. Can't push too much longer like this with Donna. And they're going hell for leather on those tyres. Almost there now. The Astra's gone in front of Max. Yeah, Max's tyre's dying as well. You did soft, medium, medium. Yeah, I mean, that was my plan, to go medium, medium, soft. But, so that early safety car brought the entire field in, including us, for hard tyres on lap 13. So going to try and pivot a little bit.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Drop the pace now, please. Need to drop the pace. A bit of lift off, turn 14, please. Okay, charge on.
Let's try early overtake.
We need a bit of recharge of the battery.
Recharge on.
Not quite close enough. Size has just snuck back into the DRS, of course he has. And there we go, first to blink, Alex Albon.
Charge on. We have margin to push a bit more. Charge on.
Can use overtake.
Damn it, he got the DRS again. I'm not quite sure how.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Charge on now, please.
I want this overtake for the confidence boost for Donna.
Okay, we need some deploy. Cool the car, please. Manage your tires. Charge
There
on.
goes Leclerc. Got it just in time.
Charge on now.
Oh, Max is in at the same time. Lovely double stack. Mediums and mediums. So they did have another set of mediums. Thought they might.
Boxes lap.
All right, they've come out at the back of the field. If they get held up and I can keep going for another couple of laps, I might be able to actually overcut them all three of them. It will be tight. I'm hoping I can undercut a couple of the cars in front of me here, but they'll probably go on to softs.
Let the tyres come back to you.
So this is going to be last place for Embry. No, no way around that. Oh no, not quite last place. Magnussen's going to take last place. Yeah. Not a great stop, 2.7.
Clear at exit.
Push now.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
So what's the gap? Maloney, 24, 25 seconds. Ooh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. Yeah, they're stuck at the moment between behind Maloney and Hajar. That's good.
%100% pace, 100% pace.
Do I think Perez will get sacked by the end of the season? No, I don't. Because they've just signed him on a new deal, so it would be very expensive. And who have they got to put in the car? They've already re-signed Tsunoda to RB, and yeah, they could step him up, but they clearly don't have any desire to do that, or they would have done it instead of renewing Perez. And Ricciardo hasn't done enough yet to justify that seat, so Albon has suddenly made a break. He's got past Maloney and Hajar. Leclerc's got past Hajar as well. I have to box this lap then.
Box.
And Hajar's in the pits. That's going to free up Max.
That is the fastest lap. We will want a little bit of Lyco.
You bet there are clauses in this contract. Like I say, I don't think it's a straight 2-year deal. I think it's a 1+1. I think they'll keep him for next season with a view to maybe dumping him before the new regulations. I think they're going to try and give Ricardo one more season, this year. See how he does this year, and if he does enough, then they'll probably keep him over Lawson, and then next season will be his second audition, to try and take Perez's seat. That's my personal belief, but who knows? I mean, we could see other things happen. Just don't know what's going to happen at this stage. Piastri's coming in as well, so he's not going to jump us. He's going for soft tyres as well. Everyone else going on. Question is now, can we get out ahead of Albon and Co? Coming around the last corner now. It's a 2.7 second stop, which isn't good. There they go. But we're right behind them. And we get a chance to get a couple of quick overtakes in.
We look after the tires. Keep cooling the car.
Boom, maximum confidence.
Just keep looking after your tires. And keep up a bit of lift off for fuel, please.
Embry's definitely closed the gap. She's only 4 seconds behind Maloney now.
And you can use the deploy.
Look at that lovely, lovely undercut for Embry there. Beautiful.
Cool the car. Okay, keep cooling the car now.
This is going to be a mighty lap.
Cool the car.
Couldn't quite get the dive bomb on Max there.
Very good lap.
127.5. That's quick. That's very quick. Max just moving and braking again.
We have to protect those tires. Lift off for the fuel.
So now we're in excellent position. We are fourth, but with much quicker tyres and better grip level as well, better wear rate. We've got the fastest lap, which is comfortably quicker than anyone else can do, thanks to that maximum push on softs. And now we can just bide our time.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires. Let's lift off, please. Charge on.
So recharge on.
And we've got an excellent opportunity to get Embry back up the order a little bit more as well.
And save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
Yeah, Piastri's going to dive bomb us.
Let's get back in the rhythm now.
He's on softs, so he's going to be very quick as well.
If you can, push.
On click overtake, please. And keep an eye on your battery. Charge on, charge on.
There goes Piastri. He could be a bit of a mover up the field as well.
And recharge on is okay, please. Overtake is available.
Schumacher and Giovinazzi both pushing hard on their soft as well. Bide my time.
Just manage your tires, please.
Got a big gap to Piastri, so I'm not concerned about him
Recharge on.
steamrollering up to the back here.
And recharge on. And overtake is available. Recharge on.
Ah, damn it. Giovinazzi got through. Hoping Porsche would keep him behind for another few corners.
You've got everything, press on hold available.
See you later,
Car,
Max.
please. Let's try to take opportunity. I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift off where you can. Charge on. You can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
Perfect. Now exactly where I need to be. Tucked up behind Leclerc. We'll do a bit more of a rebuild again, and then we'll burst away.
Charge on.
Or at least that's the plan. Assuming Leclerc doesn't suddenly start sprinting. I think he's trying to do.
Charge on.
It's going to be tight on the DRS. Might not have got it. No, we didn't. So we'll make sure we get it out the next corner.
Okay, you can pick up the pace.
There we go.
Drop down the plates now.
Schumacher's jumped us as well. Not much we can do against the softs, unfortunately. There is such a lot of extra pace in those tyres compared to Embry's at the moment. Hopefully, she will come good again in the closing few laps. Maybe get another place or two.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Could be a clean sweep for Donna here. No, it was Embry who got the pole, wasn't it? Thought for a second Embry was it was Donna who got the pole. I thought we were looking at a clean sweep. Pole, fastest lap, and the win. But the team's going to get the clean sweep. I still lost the DRS. God damn.
Press overtake.
I just can't fight off those tyres. They've got so much more grip.
No need to push the tyres.
Safety car in the next couple of laps would be interesting. Could box Donna. No, not Donna, sorry. Box Embry. Slap on those new softs that she's still got. and we should theoretically come out in front of Hajar under safety car conditions, although Hajar has bolted. We are hanging with Russell at the moment, which is good. See if I can just save a little bit of extra tyre wear. Oh, those softs continue to wear out. It's a risk, because now I'm opening myself up to Joe and Sonoda, Stroll and Sainz.
Battery is good. No more lift off required. Ciao, John. Ciao, John.
Recharge on.
Charge off.
So recharge on.
Yeah, coming from the Mercedes. Which means I can't risk harvesting anymore.
Oh, you can use the deploy. We will not need lift.
Let's go, Donna. At the very least, I want to try and drop Albon so that it becomes just a fight between me and Leclerc. And I should be able to drop him by the end of the lap now. Here we go.
Need to drop the pace.
Got to risk just getting a little bit more battery in the car if I'm going to try and move it forward in the next lap or two. There we go, 2 second gap to Leclerc. Albon another second and a half back. Max now out of contention.
And use overtake.
Oh, come on.
Stay close.
All right, we'll get the DRS. Russell won't because he wasn't close enough to the cars in front. And hopefully we'll get it here as well. I think we did. Yes, we did.
Just be careful with this tyre.
And Piastri's pace is starting to suffer. His tyres, yeah, he's burned those tyres out.
And recharge on.
This might give me an opportunity to get a little bit of battery saving done. Just turn that off. Also going to start defending again. Albon's pushed up onto Leclerc. Leclerc needs to finish in front of Albon. I need him to as well. I don't want Williams scoring that many points. I don't want to give them an idea of coming after us as well. And Leclerc needs the points over Max in the driver's standings if he wants any hope of getting back in the frame for the title. Got a good chunk of points over him last night. And Schumacher is now vulnerable.
And recharge on, recharge on. Overtake is available. Let the tyres come back to you.
And Tsunoda's gotten ahead of Russell just, but they're not close enough, so Russell will get the DRS and retake that position.
5 more laps, 5 more laps.
Sixth place is definitely doable here. Albon is closing that gap. I've got plenty of tyre in reserve though, and I've got a good chunk of battery as well.
Recharge on. Time to push on these tyres. And recharge on is okay, please. And overtake is available.
See you later, Mick. Back into peak confidence. Oscar up next.
No need to push the tyres. Can we have recharge on, please?
That gap is coming down.
Overtake available.
Let's have recharge on then, please. If you can, push.
3 to go.
Yeah, Leclerc is giving it everything he's got. Which is why I'm doing the same. Well, not quite the same, but why I'm responding. He stole the victory from me last night. I'm not going to let him do it tonight. Can I get fifth?
A little bit more like that.
Now biting last few laps. For both drivers here. So have to re-establish that gap.
Press, overtake. Big links.
Charge on.
So recharge on.
Gaps up to 3. That's it. Leclerc's done. Ah, Piastri, you bastard. Had that move then. I'll take it now.
We think a little bit more LICO will help. We want to manage our tyre budget.
This is it. This is my best chance. Just squeezed it through up the inside. Now I've got to defend like hell. Can I hold on to fifth?
Need to drop the pace.
Please let me hold on. Please let me hold on. Yes! We got our first win. I had no expectations about tonight.
And
It's
there we
glorious.
go. Aston Martin has taken first.
That new rear wing
Without
certainly
doubt,
has helped,
a
doesn't
stellar
it?
performance, something that'll be seen as a real highlight this season.
Combined with the suspension as well on Donna's car tonight. And what a fight back from Embry. Back up to fifth place. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Oh, that is 25 points for the win, plus a point for the fastest lap, plus a point for pole position, plus 10 points. That's 37 points tonight. Haas got no points. AlphaTauri got no points. Alpine got some points. Williams got some points, but we've outscored them, so we'll extend our lead over them. We have just jumped up to 8th place and will have closed the gap on 7th with a phenomenal bit of driving. The girl's done good. Now, as long as it's dry in Suzuka.
What an excellent performance from the Aston Martin driver that was.
Incredible. That was a really well-deserved win. They got their race strategy absolutely spot on.
Well, they've been waiting for this, haven't they? And it's only right that they make the most of it. So, Karun, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
They'll be absolutely delighted to have picked up the win here. What a great outcome that is for the team.
And a big thanks to you all for joining us this weekend here in Singapore.
Next round will see us head east as F1 prepares for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you at Suzuka, a firm favourite for the drivers.
Ooh, what a race. Look at that, Donna. Fastest lap and the win, our first win of the season. Combined with Embry's pole position and 10th place, that is monster points for us. 27 points, 37 points for us tonight. Leclerc in second did get back in front of Albon. That'll help him in his fight against Max as he takes another 6 points out of that lead. Giovinazzi up 4 places to finish in 6th place. Yuki gaining 9 places to finish in 7th. And then it's Piastri, Zhou and Russell. Both Ferraris do sneak some points, but both Mercedes getting points as well. No McLarens in the top 10. So Ferrari have stretched their gap. In the bottom half, Schumacher dropping 5 places out of the points, which did me a big solid because that's meant that's 0 points for AlphaTauri tonight as well. Sainz climbs 2 places into 12th, ahead of Stroll, then Hajar in 14th, ahead of Porsche. Ocon all the way down in 16th place, Magnussen in 17th, Maloney down in 18th, and Behrman and Norris failed to finish thanks to Norris's charge up the inside or whatever. We didn't actually see what caused it, but Norris hit Behrman, took them both out. Norris's car caught on fire. And Norris has a 3-place penalty going into the next Grand Prix, plus potentially engine penalties as well. In the driver standings, Max is still top, but the gap has come down to just 14 points now in the driver standings. It is getting a little closer. Norris misses out on the chance to pull away from the Ferraris tonight, so they do hunt him down a little bit. 8 points ahead of George, with Oscar a further 3 points further back. No points for Porsche or Hajar tonight either, and Yuki is now within a point of moving up into 7th place. Ocon, no points for him. Giovinazzi moves up 2 places with his 8 points at the bottom half of the standings. Joe, Sainz and Stroll all drop positions, despite Joe scoring a couple of points. No change for Schumacher or Behrman, no points either. Embry up to 17th. Where's Donna? Did I miss Donna? There's Donna in 11th. She has jumped 3 places. We went straight past her. She's just 2 points behind Giovinazzi now, and has moved ahead of Joe by way of having a win. Fantastic stuff. And then, Embry, big points for her tonight. She's now 3 behind reigning world champion Oliver Behrman. Alex Albon gains 2 places with his podium finish above his teammate, and Maloney and Carmen still no points for her. But everyone has scored points so far this season. In the Constructors' Championship, Ferrari are now almost half of Red Bull's points. Another 25-point swing in Red Bull's favour tonight. It's 466 against 237, almost double their tally. But they have pulled out another 5 points over McLaren. So that is good news for Ferrari in their quest for second. Mercedes in 4th, hold off Alpine's attempt to close the gap. They both score 8 points tonight. Alpha dropped down to 6th. We jumped 2 places. We are in 7th place. So we've jumped Haas and Alpha Tauri. Fantastic. We are now where we need to be at the end of the season, in 7th. Can we keep building on this? Can we go after Alfa Romeo? That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. No points for Haas. No points for AlphaTauri tonight. That's put us 3 points clear of Haas. 12 points clear now of AlphaTauri. Williams, with 15 points thanks to Albon's podium, means they are now only 70 points behind AlphaTauri. Let's take a look at the pit stops. Red Bull with the quickest stop, then AlphaTauri, then Red Bull, then AlphaTauri. How often do we see that? Red Bull will stretch that gap again by a few more points. McLaren gets Ocon into 5th. Mercedes have 2 cars in there in 6th and 10th, as do Alpine in 7th and 8th. Ferrari in 9th. No points for us tonight. No stops were quick enough. So the standings look like that. A 32-point gap now for Red Bull at the top. They have started to eat that gap back up again after AlphaTauri had been closing it back down. Ferrari in 3rd are now 21 points ahead of McLaren. The gap has come down a little bit. No points for us. We stay ahead of Alpine, though, just tied on points, but we are in 5th against their 6th. McLaren in 7th, Mercedes in 7th also get some points on us, but they are still 16 points further back. Williams still 20 points for them, 1 point for AlphaTauri, and Haas still yet to score. Our stops were a 2.6, a 2.7, a 2.59, which was only just off getting onto the leaderboard, and a 2.707 as well. Let's take a look at our report cards for our drivers. 10 and 8 going forward, and 13 and 4 in defence for Donna. Some good numbers there. And Embry 7 and 21, not so good going forward. 15 and 12, good in defence though, and she did make the overtakes that were important and that were mattered at the end there, getting herself back into 5th at the very end on the final lap. And we also got a bit of extra experience for Anne as well. So as far as the sponsors go, we nailed everything tonight. The first time in a while. We got the finish position streak done, which was easy, 2 in the top 15. We got the fastest lap. We got both cars into Q3. We also got our finish position of 2 in the top 12. Both cars into Q2, both cars qualifying in the top 12, and we completed our quali streak of 2 in the top 15 for 5 races. So we make quite a bit of money tonight. We make 3.8 million on top of our base rate for a cool 6.86. Evening Clark, yes, you are very late to the party. I do recommend you watch this race back. because it was a good one. All right, let's see. Did our cars get through? We knew about the chassis and the front wing. We broke those in practice. The front wing has failed on Embry's car. Let's get that changed. The underfloor is at risk. That will go after Suzuka, and we may potentially lose a couple of other parts as well. Anything at risk here? Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Let's see. Regulation changes, financial changes for next season. Let's see, changes to the cost cap. We're going to increase it by 5 mil. You know what? I'm going to vote for that one. Let's see if we can wrangle an extra 5 million or so into next season's budget. Let's see what the board thought of that. If they're not delighted, then they will get a punch in the face. They are delighted. Fantastic stuff. And we have now hit our season objective target of finishing in 7th. Still going to fail the constructors' long-term objective. We had no chance on that. Final season of a 4-year target to become constructors champions, and we just happened to join as they're into the final season of that 4 years. There's no way we're going to make the constructors championship at all, in terms of the title. But we are now having the destiny in our own hands, so to speak, by taking 7th place. We've got Suzuka up next. That is going to be a dry race. Oh, thank God for that. I saw the rain. I'm like, no, it will be dry. That is fantastic news. Wet qualifying could be interesting. Qualifying's not usually too much of an issue. When it rains, we can usually do quite well there. But the fact that the race is going to be dry means with that new suspension coming, the spare suspension, we should hopefully be pretty good based on tonight's performance. Circuit characteristics are a little different, but I think they probably suit us a little bit better. And then those new underfloors coming for Kota as well, our final part of the season, should just give our car a really nice, well-rounded finish at the end of the season. So it's looking good. As long as the weather holds on race days, I think we can continue to move up the order a little bit more. We can get 6th, maybe if we're really lucky, push on for 5th. We're going to need some more results like tonight to do that. But I didn't think we would be anywhere near the podium tonight, and we hit the top step. So who knows? Who knows what will happen as we continue to roll on towards the end of the season. We've got 12 million in the bank as well. So let's go ahead and refurb that factory. Speed up part production. The wind tunnel is so expensive, look. So expensive. Nearly 10 million for a refurb. That's horrendous. But that is the cost of a level 5 refurb, unfortunately. That might not happen this season. Might happen at the very end of the season if we've got the money. Everything in here is okay. Boardroom still hasn't broken. Might break just before Suzuka, but I think it might break probably the day after. And everything else here is okay as well. So, yeah, that is it for tonight. There won't be any streaming this weekend. As part of this series, I might do a test stream on something else. Oh wait, it's Thursday tonight, isn't it? There will be a stream tomorrow. There'll be no streaming on Saturday of this. I did toy with the idea, but I'll probably do a test stream on something else while I'm trying to make sure the internet works properly in the other room. Once I've finished moving my stuff over. But yeah, we will be back at the usual time tomorrow, 8 p.m.-ish, for round 17 at Suzuka, a great circuit, and hopefully one that will do well with our cars. I do hope you have enjoyed tonight's race. Our first win on the heels of our first podium. So that is definitely a good upward trajectory. We scored so many points. We scored 57 points in the last 2 Grand Prix, having struggled to score points so far this season. 57 in 2 races. What can you say? Can we continue that tomorrow? Can we get another podium? Can we maybe even challenge for the win? Who knows? You'll have to join me and find out. I will see you all with some more F1 Manager very soon.